Pulse. Welcome UNLV students to the Shotokan Karate Studies program. By now you should know you've already warmed up, you've gotten the warm-up that you feel your body needs, you're adequate for starting the program this morning. So let's go ahead and get started with our typical, quick, general warm-up. Ready? And Hajime. Ichi. Ni. San. Yon. Go. All right, warmed up good there. Let's turn to the side, bring our heels to our glutes. Good, all right. Let's go ahead and do some high knees as well. Get my workout recorded, here we go. High knees. You can do this slow, just like I'm doing. Again, just bringing your knees up. You can do it fast if you feel like kind of bouncing a little bit, working your calves a little bit. Or if you want to go slow, go slow. And yame. All right, let's come up on our toes, stretching out our calves. And yame. Very good. All right, let's go ahead and do some body hip twists. And yame. Good. Arm up, across the side, stretching out our shoulder. Good, other side. Again, don't hold these too long. Just doing dynamic stretches here. Nothing too static, nothing being held for too long. Switching over. Other side. Good. Feet just widen shoulder width. Go down, touch the floor. Go to the right. Back to center. Go to the left. Back to center. All right, make that a little wider. We're gonna go down to the right, turning up on our left heel, stretching out our hamstring. Good, now we're gonna turn to the left in a long front stance. Pushing on the quad here, pushing the knee over the toe. And down to a runner stand, or a runner stretch. Good. Back up. All right, we're gonna do everything to the other side now. Leaning to the left onto the right heel. Toes pointed up. Stretching out your hamstring. All right, let's rotate that all the way around. Good front stance, long, deep, pushing on the quad, pushing the knee out over the toe, getting a good stretch. Transition that into a runner stretch. And come back to center, come back standing. Good. Turn around, fix your gi. Back to me. Yoi. Subirachi. Free. Yoi. Seiza. Dojo-kun. 一つ、人格完成に人を盛ること。一つ、誠の道を守ること。一つと力の精神を養うこと。一つ、礼儀を重んずること。一つ、景気の湯を戒めること。Ready? That's it. よい。すばらしい。Ready? よい。So today's class is a beginner class, and what we're going to do today is go over the basics. All right, so we're just going to do some Kihon techniques, but we're going to make this kind of a workout slash fitness kind of workout or class today, because we're just going to work drills. All right, we're going to work drills over and over, again, just to work the basics, and we should be able to get our heart rate up slightly, but again, you should work up a sweat today. All right, we should get our pulse rate up. And again, what we're going to do is just start on stance. So we're going to start working on our front stance, Zen Kutsudachi. We'll do it again like we typically do. I'll start walking towards you. We're not going to do a turn, all right, to start. We're going to also walk back. We're going to do the same thing, side to side. And what I want you to focus on here in the beginning is not telegraphing, all right? So I know I mentioned this before, and I want to work on it again today. So again, telegraphing would be as you move forward, when you take this front foot and you kick it out before each step. All right, so this would be the improper way to do it. All right, so as you are in a front stance, you kick your foot out before you step. And you kick your foot out and then you step, all right? That is not the proper way to move forward in your front stance or in your Zen Kutsudachi. Again, this would be the proper way to move forward. You're transferring your weight, so lean on that foot. Lean forward and then step. Lean forward and then step. All right, so I want you to work on that in this first drill, okay? Then we're going to build on the drill. So we'll then start with Oizuki punch, all right? Then we'll work our blocks. Then we'll start combinations, all right? So we'll start combinations where we will do a block with a punch. So that's going to be that's going to be the core of the class today. As we move forward, so with the punch, instead of walking backward, we'll probably just do a turn. But with some of the blocks, we will also walk backwards. So we'll do the block and then a counter attack. All right, so that's kind of what you can expect today. As you walk backward, all right, also work on telegraphing. Try not to lift that back foot up before you step. Again, this is typical of what I'm seeing with a lot of students. As you walk back, you pull this foot up. So you pull it up and then you step. And then you pull it up and then you step. All right, again, try to work on transferring the weight to your back leg, pushing with your front foot. So push, and then get into your stance. All right, you're forward, your weight is forward, so push and lean, push and go back. All right, still working on all the basics, right? We're not bobbing our heads, so we're not moving up and down as we step forward or backward, all right? And then again, body weight is centered. You're not leaning this way and this way. Again, don't lean forward or lean back before you move forward or move back. Again, it is just a transfer of weight. So whenever you move, so as you move forward, don't lean forward, transfer your weight forward. So transfer, step, transfer, and step. As you go back, transfer, step, transfer, and step. All right, so don't lean and lean. All right, so again, those are some of the common issues and common mistakes that I see from students, and so I want to address those and give you a class and an opportunity to actually work on these things in a drill session. Again, this should be a class that you can come back to anytime. If you're wearing an orange belt, yellow belt, or white belt, you can come back to this class anytime, and you should at least once a week to try and work on these basics, all right? As you get into the higher belts, right, and you get into the greens, the blues, the purples, you should already have this down. This shouldn't even be a thought in your mind as you are making your steps forward and back, as you're executing Kihon techniques. Hopefully this is something that you have down. Now for me, I have had issues with telegraphing, all right? This is something that I've struggled with and I've worked on over the years to perfect, and I'm getting there, okay? Which is why I want to address it early. It wasn't pointed out to me until I was a later belt, right? Which is why I like to address it as soon as possible with my beginning students, because if you address it sooner, it doesn't become a problem. It doesn't form a habit that is then hard to break, right? So I formed the habit, and it was very difficult for me to break. So trying to address it as soon as possible with my beginner students so that they don't have that issue, okay? So I know it's difficult, right? And I've called students out for it in the beginning, and I've even had students quit. I've had students that I've addressed this with, and they say, well, it's just too hard, I'm not gonna do it, I can't do it. And they drop the program, which is, that's perfectly fine, that's on them, and that's probably not the path that was meant for them, is Shotokan karate, right? If you are not taking criticism well, or you're not understanding the reasoning behind some of the techniques or why we're doing them, or you decide to move on to a school that doesn't care about that, you know, how well are you being instructed, right? What are those belts really worth at that point? Just something to think about as we move forward. So let's go ahead and start. Front stance, Zen Kuzudachi front stance. Typically, what we're going to do today, you'll hear me just say Geino Murai Kumite, right? What that typically means is we start here in Shizentai. I'll call Geino Murai Kumite. You step out into Geino Murai, right? Again, as we start this first section, we're just going to do the stance, so I'll count out so you can move your hands to your hips. I'll probably tell you that, and we'll move forward. I'll tell you whether we're going to turn Mawate or we're going to just move back, all right? This first drill, we're probably just going to move back. We will just move back. And then, so as we move forward from drill to drill, I'll tell you what we're going to do so that we can execute it properly. You can do the class right along here with me, all right? Okay, so let's begin right here in Shizentai. Ready? Geino Murai Kumite. Hands on your hips. Focusing on transferring your weight. Zen Kuzudachi front stance. Transfer your weight. Don't telegraph that front foot. If you need to widen your stance in order to do that, widen your stance. So my stance is somewhat narrow. If you're having trouble with this, I suggest widen your stance. So take your feet out this way. Okay? This is my suggestion for you to try to help with this process. All right? As you get more and more advanced, your stance will become more and more narrow. So just something to think about. Okay? Ready? Ich. Ni. San. Yon. Go. Walk back. Ready? Ich. Ni. San. Yon. Go. You know what I mean? Good. All right, let's try it again, side to side. So we're going to start on this side, walk forward, and then walk back. All right, so we're not doing that turn. Ready? From Shizentai. Geino Murai Kumite. Hands on hips. Work your stance till you feel good and comfortable. Let's walk forward. Ready? Ich. Ni. San. Yon. Go. Back. Ich. There you go. Transfer your weight. Ni. Go slow if you need to. San. Yon. Go. Yeah, man. All right. Good. Good. So there's going to be a slight pickup on that heel. All right. Heel and ankle mobility, or more ankle mobility, are going to be key here. All right. If you have trouble with your ankles and the mobility of your ankles, this is something that I want you to work on in your downtime when you're stretching. Is flex those ankles. Okay. Sit down and work the rotation of your ankles. Okay. Until you start to really get that comfort. All right. And again, stretching like this gets those ankles bent. Okay. Standing, stretching up and down gets those ankles bent. Doing side to side type exercises like that works flexibility in your ankles. Okay, so try your best to work flexibility in those ankles and get that flexibility back so that you're able to feel comfortable walking in this stance. Let's go to this side and do the same thing. Ready? Go. Get rocking tick. Hands on hips. Comfortable in your stance. Ready? Ichi. Ni. San. Yon. Go. Back. Ichi. Ni. San. Yon. Go. Yame. Pulse. All right. Another thing to think about whenever you're walking backwards is imagine stabbing your heel through a piece of drywall. Okay. As you push that foot back, I'll go to this side. As you drive this foot back, imagine there's a piece of drywall that you're driving your heel through. Okay. So again, being here, shift, shift, drive. All right, just like that. Adjust your front foot, feel comfortable in your stance. Again, shift, drive. Upright, we're not leaning. Okay? And then you make your adjustment and you're in your front stance. Okay? Something to think about. All right, now we're going to add a punch. Let's add Oizuki punch. All right, so now your mind is not on your lower body, your mind is on your upper body. But still, I need you to focus on that front foot and telegraphing. All right? This time we're going to do a turn. All right, so we're not going to walk backward. So I want you to focus on the punch, right, as we step. Not telegraphing with that next step. Don't kick that foot out, right? Don't lose your concentration here on this drill because you're punching. Just because we're adding an upper body movement, don't lose lower body control. Think about both things happening. Synchronization is something else I want to work on. Okay, as we're here, we step into Gedan-Barai. As you punch, your foot should land at the same time. Your foot and fist should impact at the same time. Okay, work on that synchronization. Now your foot may land first and that punch may come just a half second later. That's okay. I get that. What I don't want to see is this. All right? There should be no big delay. There should be, it should look and feel synchronous. As the foot falls, the punch lands. As the foot falls, the punch lands. All right? So try to work on that. At the same time, don't lose focus on your feet, telegraphing with that front foot. Work on not kicking that front foot out. Transfer your weight as you move forward. Transfer your weight. All right? Let's work on this together. Ready? Yoi. Game marking. Take. Oizuki punch. Zenkudusachi front stance. Watch telegraphing with your front foot. Ready? Each. He. Some. Young. Go. What? Ready? Each. Ni. Some. Young. Go. What? And me. Good. Do the same thing. No breaks. Let's just move straight into the next. Ready. Get him right from the take. And Oizuki punch. Each. Knee. Some. Young. Go. One. Hey. Each. Knee. Some. Young. Go. One. And make. Pulse. Good. Other side. Let's keep it right. Keep it moving. Ready. Get him right from the tip. And each. Knee. Some. Young. Go. One. Each. Knee. Some. Young. Go. One. And make. Pulse. Alright, before we get too deep, why do I not want you to telegraph? What is telegraphing? Telegraphing is a predictive movement. Okay? If you and I are squared off and you do this, I know instantly you're getting ready to move forward. Right? I know immediately that I'm going to back up or move offline of a direct attack. As soon as you kick that foot out, I know you're going to punch, right? I know you're going to kick. I know that you're directing an attack straight at me. All right? If I'm looking at you and I see out of my peripheral vision, you kick that front foot out, I know, okay, here comes a punch, probably from the right, or a kick, probably from the right, if your front foot is your left foot. I know those things are probably coming. What can I do? I can go ahead and start my defense. I know I'm going to get offline of your attack, okay? Or scoop that foot as it comes in, right? There's several things that my mind starts working on immediately, and I've beaten you right away. Before you move, before you make a Kihon technique, because you've done this, I've beaten you right away because I know you're moving forward. All right? Same thing back. Okay? As soon as you are in this stance and you do this, I know you're getting ready to move backward because you don't do this to move forward. Right? Something to think about. Reasoning behind why I'm kind of drilling this in, right, this early of a level. Because it starts to matter whenever you get into kumite. Right? Higher level kumite is different because you're more standing up, okay? And you still do this, right? Even here, you'll kick that foot and then drive for a punch. But in the lower levels, when you're doing kumite, you tend to be more in your stances, all right? Therefore, point kumite in those stances, I know, oh, he's getting ready to move forward to this. He just kicked his front foot out, so I know there's a punch coming. All right, what am I going to do? I'm going to tai sabaki. Move off at an angle and strike. Okay, so just something to think about. All right. Okay, so we've done our punch. Let's go ahead and do blocks. We're just going to do blocks. We're just going to go through all of them right away. We'll go through Gedan, Ageuke. Excuse me, I stepped on something. Gedan Marai, Ageuke, Uchi-uke, and Soto Uri-uke. So we're going to work 4 blocks. Exactly the same. We're going to go forward. We're going to turn. Forward, turn, all right? All 3 angles. We're gonna go back and forth. We're gonna move right through these. I wanna get our heart rate up and keep it up. Zenkitu Dachi front stance. Watch telegraphing each one of these movements. Ready? And get him right, take. Get him a right block. Ready? Each. Knee. Some. Young. Go. 1. Each. Knee. Some. Young. Go. 1. Make. Good. Side to side. Synchronization. All right, just like with the punch. That block should be synchronous with the step. Ready? Get him right, come and take. Ready? Each, knee, some, young, go. One, each, knee, some, young, go. One, and good. Other side. Ready? Get him right, come take. And each, knee, some, young, go. One, each, knee, some, go. Rook. One. Yame. Os. All right, very good. Okay. Let's do Uchiyuke. All right. Sorry, just want to keep track of our time. Okay. Uchiyuke. All right. Remember, as you step, the block comes. Try to be synchronous as you can. Don't step and then block. There's no point in that, right? Same thing if you're doing Tai Sabaki, right? Tai Sabaki is moving at an angle. As a punch comes in, okay, it's synchronous. I'm not moving over here and then throwing a block, right? As the foot moves, the upper body moves. Okay? Ready? Get him right, come take. Uchiyuke. Ready? Watch your telegraphing. And each, knee, some, young, go. One, each, knee, some, young, go. One. Good. Let's do it again from the sides. All right. Target hand. If you want to do a targeting hand, you're here, you reach up, block. What you're not doing is grabbing. What you're doing is parry. All right. As the punch is coming in, parry, block. Punch is coming in, parry, block. All right. So it's not a target hand that you're grabbing with. This is a target hand that you're parrying. Okay, so just remember that if you're throwing that other hand up. Ready? Get him right, take. Uchiyuke, ready? Each, knee, some, young, go. One, each, knee, some, young, go. One. Good. Something else to think about. Maybe not. Maybe it'll come to me on this last one. Ready? Get him right, take. Ready? Each, knee, some, young, go. One. And each, knee, some, young, go. One. Me. All right, remember what I wanted to discuss? Blocks. There's a rectangle of what you're trying to block. All right, don't let your blocks get too far outside your body. As you move forward, the block is here. It doesn't go out here. It doesn't go into here. This is your block. Other side. This is your block. It's not out here. It's not in here. Imagine your body, this rectangle, is what you're trying to protect. If you're over here, it's too far. You're outside of the protection zone. There's no point of blocking something that's out here. I want to protect what's in here. So why go out here to block it? Why go out there to block it? All right, as you move toward your opponent, toward your target, everything is here. Even when I turn, like Tai Sabaki, right? I just talked about that. As I block something and I block it, I'm still here, right? I'm not going to move my arm. I'm still here. Even though I moved to block something out there, my body's turned toward my opponent. My block is still within this rectangle of blocking. Again, right down block. It's not out here. It's not in here. I am deflecting or redirecting a kick outside of my rectangle. A kick outside of my rectangle. My rectangle's here. Get it out of that rectangle. Don't worry about it. It doesn't have to go way out there. Imagine that with all of your blocks. Ageuke is different because we're blocking our head. So your rectangle just shifts in height. Okay? So just think about that. That said, well, yeah, let's go ahead and do Soto Uriuke. So our outside block, same thing. Our rectangle, there's our block. It doesn't have to go out here. It doesn't stop here because we're not blocking then. If the punch is coming and I'm trying to block the punch, stopping here doesn't help. All right, bring it over to redirect it outside of your rectangle. Okay, ready? Get him right on the tape. Ice. Soto Uriuke. Ready? Each. Ni. San. Yon. Go. What? Watch your feet in telegraphing. Ready? Each. Ni. San. Yon. Go. One. All right, height, okay? Height doesn't matter as much as where the punch is. Remember, you're fighting someone who is your height. When that punch is coming shoot on level, that doesn't matter as much as this. This is shoot on level. Those are the punches. Don't go low, but don't go way high either. Redirect that punch outside of your rectangle. Okay? Think about levels, right? When we're punching Oizuki or Gaikuzuki, we're punching right here. All right, so what our height, the punch is there. It's not there, it's not there. It's right here. Therefore, when we're blocking, it's there, right? You're just blocking that same punch that you're throwing. So just think about that as you go through these. Ready? Sorry, I keep stepping on something. Okay, ready? Get him right on the tape. Soto Ryuke. Watch your telegraphing. Watch the height and distance outside with your block. Ready? Each. Ni. San. Yon. Go. One. Each. Ni. San. Yon. Go. One. Make. Good. All right, let's move on to Ageuke, rising block. All right, rising block is still a deflection. All right, students vary their Ageuke rising blocks from this to that and anything in between. All right, I'm going to leave it up to you as to how you prefer to do that block, because it's, in my experience, it's a heated debate on how that block should be performed. All right, I'm going to give you my take on it. This is weaker than that. You could test this by just having someone pull on your arm. Do this block, have someone pull on your arm. Just pull. Keep your arm in place as you try to execute this block. Have someone grab your fist as you move it up and out. I guarantee you one will be stronger than the other. Okay? Because things that move linear are stronger than things that move angular. This is a weak point. The strong thing here is your elbow. If you're doing this, it's weak. This, the strong part, is your bicep and your shoulder. It's very strong. Okay? There's a difference. Again, I'm not going to tell you one over the other, so do what you feel is right. Do what you feel that you've been taught up to this point. I'm telling you, and when you watch me do this, you will see this movement as opposed to this movement. Up to you how you want to do it. I'm not going to say one's wrong and one's right. Okay? Perform your Agi-Uke rising block as you see fit. Don't telegraph with your front feet. Okay? Alright. Ready? Get him right, come on, take. Agi-Uke rising block. Ready? Each. Knee. Some. Yon. Go. One. Each. Knee. Some. Yon. Go. One. Amen. Good. Side to side. Ready? Get him right, come on, take. Agi-Uke rising block. Ready? Each. Knee. Some. Yon. Go. One. Each. Knee. Some. Yon. Go. One. Amen. Good. One more time. Ready? Get him, Mark, take. Agi-Uke rising block. Ready? Each. Knee. Some. Yon. Go. One. And each. Knee. Some. Yon. Go. One. Amen. All right. Very good. Reasoning behind the way I prefer to do it. Other than the strength, as the punch is coming, all I want to do is redirect it. Right? This is different. If someone's coming down with something like that, right? Maybe you want this window pane style, I'm going to open the window type of block, but it's still weak. At that point, you want something different, okay? A punch that's coming Jodan level or to your face, you probably, again, up and deflect, right? As long as it's outside my rectangle, right? We talked about this, okay? This is the target. Outside of that rectangle. Outside of the rectangle. This is weak. Okay? So, the only difference, punch, right? I get punch, deflected out. Overhand strike, maybe you want that deflection, right? I'm still going up and deflecting, moving out of the way, and control. Or up, grab this way and control. Okay? If someone has something, a knife, a bottle, a bat, a stick, and they're coming to strike down, you want to control that, but you also want to use that momentum. As it's coming down, this, like I said, is weak. All right, they're already driving down. This is going to break. You're going to get hit in the head. So move out of the way, right? Deflection, control. Let that downward movement work against them, strike. Okay? So just think about that. Again, if you have a partner and you're able to work with this, try it a couple times. Try blocking a Jodan level punch, right, to your face versus an overhead strike with something like a stick, a bottle, a knife, whatever it happens to be. Don't use anything real, but a rubber knife, a piece of PVC pipe that's covered in plastic, or rubber, anything like that. Try it, okay? Now obviously this is taught in another class and you go over it a little bit more in depth, but I just want to again justify the reasoning behind this versus this, okay? Think about it, practice it on your own, find your own karate, find out how you feel about this technique and move forward from there. All right, we've covered all 4 of our blocks. We've covered Oizuki punch. We've covered still working on our stepping, not telegraphing. Okay, so now I want to work defense, counterattack. So we're going to do a block with a Gaikuzuki reverse punch. We're going to move forward. We're going to block and then punch, block and then punch. Okay. Since we just did Ageuke, we'll stick with Ageuke rising. But instead of turning, instead of a Moate, we're going to move back because it makes sense, right? Someone's moving forward in an attack and you are blocking and counterattacking. All right, ready? Get him right on the tape. Peace. Ageuke rising block, Gaikuzuki reverse punch. Ready? I'll go slow the first time. Each. Knee. Some. Yum. Go. Back. Don't turn. Ready? Each. Knee. Some. Yum. Go. Man. Good. All right, same thing, side to side, okay? Ready. Get him right on the tape. Ageuke rising block, Gaikuzuki reverse punch. Ready. Each. Lead. So. Yum. Go. Back. Ready. Each. Knee. Some. Yum. Go. Ready? Good. All right, let's work it again. This side, forward and back. Ready? Okay, mark on the tape. Peace. And each. Knee. Some. Yum. Go. Back. Each. Knee. Some. Yum. Go. And then. Good. All right. All right, let's go ahead and do Uchiuke. All right. Uchiuke, Gaikuzuki reverse punch. All right. Basically the same. Uchiuke, block, punch. Block, punch. All right. Slow the first time. We'll speed it up the next 2. Ready? Get him right on the tape. Uchiuke, Gaikuzuki. Ready? Each. Knee. Some. Yum. Go. Back. Each. Knee. Some. Yum. Go. Man. Watch your telegraphing. Watch your front foot as you move forward. Watch. Feel your back foot as you move back. Okay? Watch that heel lift. Weight transfer is what we're trying to feel here. Okay? Let's go to this side. Ready? Get in, work on the tip. Uchi-uke, Gaikuzuki. Ready? Each. Knee. Some. Yon. Go. Back. Each. Knee. Some. Go. Go. And then I realize that going back is more difficult than moving forward. Work on it. Okay? Slow, smooth is fast. Yes, you've heard me say this. That's what we're doing again. Go slow until you feel it's smooth enough. The smooth enough becomes fast enough. Okay? Remember what you're doing. You're blocking a punch that's coming toward your body. You're blocking it and counterattacking with your own punch. Drive your hips still. Okay? There's where your power from your Gaikuzuki comes from. Is driving your hips. Alright? It's not a shoulder movement. We're not blocking and then just pushing your shoulder forward. It is driven from the hip. Lower yourself. Bend this back knee. Drive your power into this front leg. And punch. Alright? Hip drive, hip twist. You should feel these two things coming together. Okay? Let's try it again from this side. Ready? Get him right on the tip. Alright. Uchi-uke, Gaikuzuki. Ready? Each. Knee. Some. Yon. Go. Back. Each. Knee. Some. Yon. Go. Wow, sorry. Okay? Alright. Try to take it slower there. Okay? So again, take it slow until slow becomes smooth. Until smooth becomes fast. Alright? Work to your comfort level. Don't try to keep up if I'm going too fast. Slow down. Go at your own pace. Alright? Maybe for every one of my counts, you're going on every other count. Maybe you're going on 1, 3, and 5 instead of 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Do what you need to do to make yours look correct. Don't speed it up just to keep up the pace with me. Alright? Or with another sensei or instructor. Okay? If you need to go on YouTube here, click the settings and drop the speed down to 0.75, do that. Half speed, 0.5, drop it down to that. Again, until you're comfortable keeping up with the speed of the drill. Make the drill work for you. Don't work for the drill. Okay? Alright. Actually at 40 minutes already. So, let's just do one more. Because I want to get in Gato Morai. Your down block. Okay? Because this is, again, your Age-uke, your Uchi-uke are great ways to keep this under control. Right? If someone is throwing that punch at your face, deflection, counterattack. At your chest, deflection, counterattack. A kick, deflection, counterattack. Okay? So you're working high, medium, and low, just using these three blocks. Now Soto Uryuke is still a middle block, so there's really, you're kind of doubling it up here if you're doing this and this. You're still blocking or deflecting in this same region. Alright, so let's go with Gato Morai. Gato Morai down block, Gaikuzuki reverse punch. Ready? We're going forward and back because I want you to work on someone is attacking you, you're deflecting a strike or blow and counter-attacking. Alright, ready? Get him right on the tick. Start with your punch here. Ready? Each. Knee. Some. Young. Go. Rook. Back. 1、2、3、4、6。Okay. Okay, same thing. If I'm going too fast, slow down the video or go on every other count. Alright? Alright. Ready? Get him right on the deck. Start with your punch. Ready? 1. I'll slow it down. 2、3、4、6、7。Back. Ready? 1、2、3、4。Go. Man. All right. Good. One more time. I'll keep it at a slower pace. Ready? Get him right. Come on, take. Start with your punch. Ready? 1 and 2、3、4、6、7。Back. Ready? 1、2、3、4、6。Now, man. Pulse. All right, I wasn't sure about running out of room there at the end. So, try to work on these things. All right, these blocks by themselves. As you work on telegraphing, combination, block, counterattack, staying focused on telegraphing, all right? Staying focused on your stance. Don't get carried away, all right? Because you're trying to work for speed and everything is here, here, okay? Don't get carried away with that telegraphing on that front foot. Back, it's not as important, in my opinion. I think it's more 80-20. There's a lot more front telegraphing. Even though there is telegraphing as you move back, again, it's about ankle mobility. So sometimes it is difficult to do this shift because you're kind of driving down near your ankle here. So I sometimes understand the pull to do that. All right, as opposed to pushing into it, your heel still comes up a little, so it's understandable. All right, so I'm a little more forgiving on that back telegraphing than I am on that front telegraph, because the front just makes more sense. Number one, you're giving away what you're doing to your opponent. Number two, it's more manageable. So just keep those things in mind. All right, let's come back to center of the class. Yoi, Subadachi, right. Yoi. Seiza. All right. Today's meditation, just meditate. All right. Relax your mind, relax your body. Think about that telegraphing movement with Zen Kusudachi. Think about how you personally are going to mitigate that telegraphing. All right. Think about that as you go through the stances in your mind, moving forward and back. Mokusho. Mokusho yame, Sensei you ready? Tate. Yoi. Subadachi. Ready. Yoi. Os. Alright, thank you students for joining me for this class working on beginner basics, those Kihon techniques, those Kihon blocks, right? And combinations as we focus on not telegraphing, as we focus on making our front stance better and adding various combinations and various techniques to that front stance so that we reduce telegraphing as we move forward to become a better student. All right. We'll see you in the next class. Os.